Hello, my name is Lovina Yavari, and welcome to my interview. So an anime convention is basically like a community meetup of like all these people that are into like the same thing. So it's like comic book conventions, anime ones are always like themed to certain things. So like comic book conventions have like the horror, sci-fi, and like comic aspect to it. Anime like has all the anime stuff, and they also introduce like new series that haven't come to North America yet. So they like show like demos. It's also like a chance to meet like the creators of like all these things that everyone's obsessed with and cry nosebleed when you meet them. Yeah, so I like the fashion aspect. I go there. I'm also a collector, so I collect a lot of like action figures and like weird like movie props or like items. So that's like another best like really good place to grab all that. And I like going to panels. Like I like when the creators like come to a panel and you basically get to pick at their brain and ask them questions of like how they came up with the series, their influences, and yeah. And a lot of the time, it's weird. Like we are so obsessed with like the Japanese culture and the anime stuff that it's funny because the people who create it are very influenced by North America and American like Hollywood and culture. So they're trying to emulate us, and but like they have like their own twist to it, and we're obsessed with that. So it's weird in a kind of a way we're like obsessed with ourselves but don't know it. Oh man, they're missing out. I don't really care. Like I don't feel anything towards. It's just like those type of people are the ones that like they never grew up with that kind of stuff. So they had maybe like parents are like, no, that shit's weird. Like those like Japanese people, like a lot of my friends actually their parents banned them from watching animes, especially like Pokemon, because they viewed it as violent because you're pitting animals against each other to fight to the death. So they're like, we don't like this, like what the message this cartoon series brings. So a lot of my friends never watched Pokemon or Digimon, but when I watched it, I never viewed it that way. I saw it as like friendship and teamwork and like really cool like character looking like concepts and like characters themselves. The maids were inspired by French maids. That's what it was, and they made them look more childlike and cute with the little cupcake dresses. So yeah, it's them just kind of being influenced by North America. And there's quite a handful of maid cafes in Japan, and the cafe that's run in Anime North. I know the owners, they go to Japan a couple times a year to like research to make the cafe we have here more authentic. Yeah, so there's themed ones, there's like cafes where there's like maids dressed up and they're wearing like animal ears. And the maids over there, you can get like a doll of them if they're your favorite. I guess the style, they're like French maids mixed with geisha. They're like modern day, like more PG-13 versions of geishas. So with geishas, they were trained to entertain their guests with like a tea ceremony and either singing or dancing. Like they had a bunch of like performances they do, and so that's what maids do as well. When you come to a cafe, you come for like an experience, and also the maids address the person they're serving as master. So it's kind of like it makes these businessmen or whoever attend feel some sort of power like when they come, and be treated like a king or a god.